Good evening and welcome to the AccendoTraders group. This is our video trade plan for Wednesday, March 20th, 2008. AccendoTraders.com, effective trade plans delivered daily. So what we're going to do is take a look at our trade plan for tomorrow. And we're going to review our watch list, set our stops and alerts, check news. You can see tomorrow we've got weekly jobless claims, we've got leading indicators, and Philly Fed. Tomorrow is also a quadruple witching, which means we have several types of options expiring tomorrow. We've got futures, stock options. I went blank for a quick second. Index futures, index options, stock options, and single stock futures are all expiring tomorrow. And as you can also see, the market is closed on Friday. Earnings tomorrow, we've got FedEx before market open. Upgrades really didn't have anything significant, but Goldman Sachs, GS had their price target changed. One company raised it to 185, another company raised their target to 200. Downgrades, we have Nucor. You guys know how much we've liked Nucor over the past, but it certainly is up there, and it certainly is at all-time high. Home Depot and Priceline, and I think Priceline was one of our honorable mentions the other day, so it should be interesting. We might have time to take a look at that. So then we're going to check the indices to see what's going on there with our trend, and as most of you know, there is no trend, but we'll talk about that in a second. Then we're going to scan and look at some new trades for tomorrow, and we'll set alerts for those new trades, and then we're going to relax and go have a life. So let's go ahead and start off by looking at our watch list from last night. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. We talked about this last night, that don't be fooled by this big update, because we've had them. We had an update, went down, had an update, went down, had an update, went down. So we told you not to be fooled about it, protect your profits. You're almost being forced to be day traders with this market. And we talked about all the resistance. We had the resistance of the downtrend line, we had the resistance of the 20, and the market couldn't do it. We also kind of have a descending wedge here with the NASDAQ. Dow Jones, great day, but rallied to the 50, and the 50 resistance so far is holding. Volume's okay. SPX, the 20 resistance is kind of holding. We broke it, but the resistance is still basically holding. So, again, I say the same thing. Cash is a position. Protect your profits. And remember to fight another day. Protect your portfolio. Protect your cash to fight another day. So keep going on. We have Apple. And here's our rectangle with Apple. And even though this is our consolidation rectangle for Apple, we still put an alert on it, thinking that it could break here for an aggressive alert to the 50. But we did say the true alert for Apple was here at the 50. We got a down day, but it stayed above the 5 moving average. So I'm going to give Apple another day. Maybe we'll get a weird rising 3 pattern, whatever. So I'm going to give Apple another day. Amazon, same kind of thing going on here. We've got another rising 3 pattern going on here. So I set my alert right around 72. I want to have a couple bullish stocks because most of them are not. APLL, we talked about this one, that it still looked weak even though we had the update, and here it comes right back down. I probably go with my alert right around $53 to get a push lower. ATI, we said it looked like it was trying, and I guess it didn't try hard enough because now it's definitely been violated. And if you go back here, remember, look at these candles. That's a bearish engulfing candle on a NASDAQ. CHK, definitely we had an aggressive entry here. We didn't get it. We broke down. Part of me says let's get in this. We got to flip the script, but we do have the 50 here. That's a couple dollars away. So we learned that an aggressive entry to the upside didn't work, and notice that it didn't make a new high. So I'm not going to go with an aggressive alert to the downside. If it gets down here to the 50, we can definitely play it. DO, you guys know that we've been waiting for it to break this consolidation. We thought it was going to break it to this consolidation going higher, but again, no new high. What did it do? So now we did break the consolidation down to the lower side. We definitely can put an alert below today's low, and possibly run down here to about 104, 105. Goldman Sachs flipping the script on this one too. Gonna go the brokers. We didn't break it. So with this failed attempt, this is aggressive. I'm going to say this again. This is aggressive, but I put an alert below the moving averages right around 163 to catch a push back down to 155. MLS, here's another one. Used to be one of our favorites going up, but now we're going to see if we can be one of our favorites going down. This one has broken the 50. So it looks a little bit better as far as a bearish play because it has broken the 50, and we don't. The 100 and 200 are not in our way, so I like this one. New core. Look how quickly we turn. Again, we didn't make a newer high. Definitely violated any rising pattern, although we have a modified rising 6 pattern going on here at the 20. But basic materials is kind of what pushed the market down today also, so I'm unflagging it. We needed it to pull back. This is good. Certainly you want to pay attention. If tomorrow's an up day, Nucor is a great stock to get into if tomorrow's an up day, which it certainly could be. POT violated this uptrend, broke through the 50. Certainly we've got some room to run, so I put an alert right around 142.50, 142 to catch a push lower. REM kind of got a bearish engulfing going on over here, so unflagged it. Still Dynamics, same thing. If we have an update tomorrow, Still Dynamics is probably a great stock to get into. But that's and we did want it to retrace. We wanted to come down here to the 20, possibly here. But that's a big move in one day. So if tomorrow's an update, new core, Still Dynamics is definitely a stock to look at. USO did not give us our entry to the upside, and now it's setting up something to the low side. Remember yesterday we talked about several of the oil stocks were downgraded, MRO, VLO, and FTO. So it's definitely looking weak there. It can fall down to the 50, which hopefully it will, so our gas prices can go down. So oil's looking weak. Put an alert right around 81.50. WFR, we did not get it. We still have some support going on here, so I'm just going to unflag it. And finally, WLT is another one that we're going to flip the script on it. It came up, kept bumping its head around 61. If it breaks the 20 heading down, we could run down to the 50. So there's our watch list. Now let's go ahead and look at some of our new stocks. Again, one of the things. Okay, now as we look at our stocks for tomorrow, again, I just want to talk about when you look at the market and we look at these failed new highs, these failed attempts to break resistance. I mean, that's bearish. That's definitely bearish. I know the volume is not that much bigger today on some of these stocks, but on the indexes, but on the stocks, we have been seeing some new highs, some higher volume on the bearish move. And another thing I wanted to show you before I look at some of the new stocks is if we look at the market, intraday market today, and if you remember, I showed you this line here. You remember this line? And we were talking about how the market rallied, and then with the FOMC policy statement, the market kind of came down kind of to where the intraday support was formed in the morning, and then kind of went off from there. And then look at today. Look at today. First of all, when we had a failed higher high here, when we failed to make a higher high, we gapped up, kind of filled the gap, went up, when we failed the higher high, this was an entry. It's aggressive entry here. The better entry intraday was certainly a break of the low, the first hour low. But the thing that's interesting is if you look at it, this is that same line that I drew yesterday, and that's basically where we closed today. So this intraday support from yesterday held today. That's good in a way. We did walk the bands into the close, so that's good, but still a little concerned